Happy to kick off on this one. So I'll take your question as how would I approach the problem, and how would I approach a way of trying to find a solution to it. So as I alluded to earlier, generally speaking, we view everything we do with clients as very much a team collaborative approach. So if I had any specific problem in that field, I would very much be bringing it to the team forum and saying, right, this is the issue. This is why I'm finding it an issue, and I can't quite get over this problem, this hurdle. What do you think? Open it out, and at that point, we would break out into a round. Might take a few goes before we get to a place where it feels like progress is being made, but inevitably, the collective experience across the team, the different viewpoints, the different personalities in the team, of which there are a few. We get on great, but they are definitely differing personalities across the team. You get to a place where, like I say, it's giving you the clarity and freedom to think at maybe a slightly different level, or think about it from a slightly different angle. And from my experience, it's been great to be able to do that. I haven't really had that in the past. It's been kind of, fighting your own corner and, trying to figure out for yourself. But actually that's so limiting, because yes, I've got a lot going on up here that I'm sure could have been applied to this situation, but equally so have all the other great people in this team. So, hearing from other people and their views and opinions on it is always very valuable. And invariably you get to a place where you kind of think, maybe I wasn't a million miles away in the first place. This has been, I could think on that, but it's just you've opened my eyes to a slightly different way of thinking. And that would be how we tend to tackle it. Alfie, keen to hear if your methods would differ at all.
No, I totally think that's how we would handle it within like our team situation. I think sort of going beyond that to like, how would you handle it in the moment with clients? I think we're all pretty good or getting better at like seeking first to understand. So like trying to get, okay, what's going on here for the client or the whoever it may be, like what's had this reaction, what is it that's not right, so seeking first to get to the crux of what the issue really is, so that you can then bring the real issue back. Because I think if you sort of scurry back with this is what they've said and I haven't sought to understand more, you end up doing rounds and wasting time on something that's not actually the real issue. Another thing I've been doing recently with clients, just subtly, but also just trying to talk more in the sense of giving them the opportunity to think. So I'll be like, right, this rattling on about their plan or what I'm thinking. And then I'll be like, so having heard that, what do you think? And again, I've sort of subtly started to try and create the situation within a client meeting so that you can kind of get their thoughts. And the reason I mention that is because asking them what they think or what their thoughts are it's a great way to seek more and to unpick what the issues may be. And then beyond that, I think we've encouraged the team to be, and I think all clients prefer this, to be completely vulnerable and open to, like, I don't know the answer to that, but I'm going to find out. And then I'm going to get back to you within this time frame. And then you do that, and that's never, ever an issue compared to sort of trying to cover it up or think that I do know it, and you sort of don't. That's always the most important thing to avoid. But that kind of more interactions with clients directly. I wouldn't add anything to else that Harry said around how we deal with the team, because that's exactly it. And Harry's right. You invariably you're like, oh, okay, I was sort of right in my thinking. I just wasn't brave enough to kind of go with it. Just on someone else who you trust, either second opinion or freshest thoughts to kind of help you build on it. So yeah, I think we're lucky that we're all kind of in 80% land, like 8% know what we're doing and happy with that. We've just got each other for that extra 20%, and that can be a big important slice sometimes. So yeah.
Feels like you've really got each other's backs, which is really cool. That's really cool.
Definitely.
Yeah, and I love that seeking first to understand. Like, my experience of all of you as individuals actually in the planning team is your listening skills are really good, and that's that's got to be good for clients, to really understand their situations. But I think the fact that you're practicing that with each other all the time can only serve your clients as well. You're kind of in that mode of listening all the time. It's not kind of one thing for the team and another when you're in front of clients.